everyone, it's Samantha, and today I've got our grocery haul. I will include the meal plan and all the meals at the end, and I will include a jump down at the bottom so you can skip just to the meals if you want to see those. People have said I've been talking really quietly in my videos, and that is because Olivia is usually sleeping, and she is a very light sleeper. We tried being loud in the beginning and having her sleep like out in the living room, but she is just very particular about sleep. She has to have it quiet, so I try to be kind of quiet when she's sleeping. But anyway, I'm gonna just go ahead and walk you through everything. I've got some blueberries. These were on sale, and I'm going to have this be Olivia's food to try. I know I can't give them to her whole, obviously. They're a choking hazard, but I think I can just blend them up and give them to her. I thought that'd be a nice food for her to try since she's just starting solids. Also, the avocado is partially for us, and she's going to try that too this week. Got some lemons, some broccoli, bananas. This is red romaine. It's for sandwiches. Mushrooms, tomatoes, zucchini, asparagus, corn, a couple of jazz apples, some bread, and then the grapes looked good again this week. For meats, I've got a pound of the boar's head, seasoned filet of roast beef, and then a sirloin steak. We'll split that and do a grill night one night. Eggs, butter, and this sour cream is all for baking. Some shredded Colby Jack cheese, and then these are new. I'd never seen them before, and they just grabbed my eye. They are cookies and cream fudge stripe cookies. They just looked really good, so we're going to give those a taste test. 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and then 3 things of the chicken broth. It was on sale, and this is the organic one. It was the same price as the traditional one, so I went ahead and got 3. Those will just be going in the pantry. I only need 1 this week. And then back there, I've got a Simply Lemonade. I have been really wanting lemon slushes from Sonic, but we have a Ninja blender over there, and I want to make my own because it's so much easier than driving to Sonic. Tortilla chips. And the last thing I got at the grocery store was the A&W root beer. I had some of this on our vacation, and it's just so good. I like the bottles because it can last me 2 or 3 days. And then I also went to Target and Babies R Us, and you can see baby food crazy. I'm going to do a haul video separately with all the baby food stuff, but for grocery purposes, here is what I got for us at Target. I got lots of dried beans, and I think there's 1 grain in here because I like these in the crock pot. They're super easy. I can freeze portions of this. So I've got some black beans. That's the dishwasher. Black-eyed peas, lima beans, red kidney beans, pearled barley, which is the grain one, garbanzo beans, lentils, and pinto beans. So that is it for the grocery haul. I'm not sure how much I spent at Target on this part. I'll include that in our grocery total. And then my total for the grocery store is $90.05. Well, here is our meal plan. Of course, I rotate things around as to whatever I'm feeling like making that night. So here's what we're having. We're going to do baked chicken tonight. I had done the tetrazzini last night. I opened a pack of the split chicken breast. I shredded 2 of them, and then I stuck 1 in the fridge with seasoning on it. I'm just going to pop that one in the oven soon, and then I'll roast some broccoli with that. And then tortilla soup one night in the crock pot. Last time I made tortilla soup, I cut up all the veggies, and I have a big bag of the veggies in the freezer, so I can just do a crock pot meal with those 2. And then we're going to have 2 grilling nights, actually. We're going to do steak, asparagus, and mushrooms, and then grilled chicken and corn one other night. I got those chicken breasts last week. I'll use some of those for that. A date night and veggie ramen, and they did not have bean sprouts this time, so I'll just use whatever veggies we have left over. And then we have tons of peaches left, so I'm going to be making a peach pound cake, and that's what the sour cream was for. So I just found that recipe on Pinterest. It looked really good, so hopefully I'll get that made this week. And that is it. Let me go ahead and show you our meals. Dinner tonight is a split chicken breast. We just split it between the 2 of us with roasted broccoli and shredded carrots, and I also made some white rice. I don't know, I wanted white rice. And Johnny gave me the piece of chicken skin. I seasoned the chicken breast with parsley, cracked black pepper, and seasoned salt. Dinner tonight is steak and corn on the grill. We each have 2 corn cobs, and we'll split this steak. It's just a sirloin, and all I did was marinate it in Italian dressing. Dinner tonight is tortilla soup. I just made this in the crock pot. Mine got really full because of all my toppings. We've got some avocado, and then I have some Colby Jack cheese, sour cream, and jalapenos. For dinner tonight, we're having the leftover tortilla soup. I just warmed it back up in the crock pot on high for a little while till it was hot. I'm gonna have mine with cheese, and then we're both gonna have tortilla chips. And then I also made jalapeno hush puppies, and I'll link to the recipe I used down below. And I halved the recipe, and it still made a ton. You can see we've got tons of hush puppies. So we're gonna each pig out on these, I'm sure. And we'll have lots of leftovers. Dinner tonight is grilled chicken with grilled asparagus and grilled mushrooms. I do this the same way as always. These are coated with butter, salt, pepper, parsley, garlic powder, and onion powder. And then the chicken is lightly coated in seasoned salt and then heavily in parsley and cracked black pepper. And then I also have some of the leftover hush puppies. I just stuck them in the oven on 350 while we were grilling. Dinner tonight is veggie ramen, and people ask for a recipe. This is super duper easy. All I do is just saute whatever vegetables I want. I saute them in olive oil with a little bit of salt and cracked black pepper, and then when they're starting to get tender, I add in some soy sauce and some water. While the vegetables are cooking, I put some ramen noodles on simmering so that they get tender, and then I just mix it all together and top it with fried egg. The only seasoning I have in here is salt, pepper, and teriyaki sauce, and so it's super duper easy. You can do whatever vegetables you want. This time I have broccoli, zucchini, and shredded carrots, and a little bit of spinach. I just took some out of the freezer. But sometimes I put onions, sometimes I put green peppers, and I usually put bean sprouts, but my grocery store has been out.